Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and today I have another sensational stamp for you, and her name is Betty Bunny. So here's one of her that I colored up, and I did her several times, but this is the one that I'm going to focus on today, and we're going to go down to the table and make a card with her. Okay, I've gone ahead and taken some paper and made an easel style card, and then I have an extra one that I've inked in yellow to match her that's going to go on here as the base. Then I used this really fun technique, and I closed the window before I had written down who I got this from, but it's a piece of vellum. It's stamped on one side with Stays On ink, and then on the other side, on the back side here, you can see that I used my Uniball Signal. Let me show you this pen because people will always ask. It's this pen right here, Uniball Signal Broad white gel pen. I used that to color in all of the back on the back of the flower so that it doesn't chip off on the project. You see that? And then all I did was layer it on another piece of paper that matched this one. And this one was another really fun technique that I learned from my friend Jennifer Marker. Hi Jennifer! So you put down a layer of color and then you put some Vaseline on and you paint over the top of it and you let it dry. And then when you rub it off, the stuff with the Vaseline comes off and it leaves you whatever kind of design that you created with the Vaseline underneath. So really cool. And so I'm going to use that today too. And I'm just going to use all these to stack up on top of one another, and then Betty Bunny's going to go on top. And then another thing that I did was, because I wanted something more on this, on the white, I wanted to add some yellow gems to the center of these flowers, and I didn't have any yellow, but I had these clear ones. So I went ahead and colored them yellow. And I just used my Spectrum Noirs to do that. So I used this one, it's CT4. And I'm going to go ahead and finish those up. And then we'll put the card together. So I just go ahead and color right on top of it. And I don't know if it makes a difference. I sometimes think it does. You can let it dry. These alcohol markers dry, really fast. And then go over it again if you want a deeper color. So I want these to be really, really yellow, because the yellow on my card is pretty bright. So I'm just going to go across the top one more time. Make sure that they're really good in yellow. Alright, and I might save that. I might do that one more time if I think it makes a difference. And then we'll go ahead and glue these pieces down. So if you want to know how to make the easel card, there are a lot of tutorials out there that are really easy to find. And it's a super simple card to make. I know it looks fancy, but it takes just seconds to put together. I probably have one on my channel too if I think of it. I will definitely put the link below in the description bar so that you can find that. If I find the person that showed me how to do this, she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I will add her link as well. The technique of putting the flowers on. And it doesn't have to be flowers. It can be any stamp that has some filled in and some not filled in. And what I mean by that is the white part was not filled in and the black part is dark and filled in. So it works really good if you've got some that'll show the stark black and then some that doesn't, if that makes sense. So you can fill in some of it white. It's the fact that you have that stark contrast that makes it look so cool. Now I'm watching where I'm putting this because I have exactly 11 of these. And I want to use them on 11 of the flowers. So I'm going to line these up so that I, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to scoot this over a tad. Okay, about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there's an extra one over there. So I might have to move him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so she's going to have to go right there. I'm just going to hold where the corner goes with my finger. Put my ATG tape on carefully with one hand. And then put it right back up where that goes, covering those. About right there, I think. Okay, and I'm going to pop dot her up. Make sure that I've got a couple on her ears because I don't want those to sag. I usually do a large one over the face. It's totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. And then I'm going to put one more smaller one in the center, just because I don't want her middle to sag. And since I've got another extra piece, I'm going to do some on her little legs. Alright. I did not put on an Easter sentiment or anything on this one because what I'm going to do is I'm going to write something personal on the inside, and this is going to be one of the cards that I give to one of my family members when I go visit for Easter, so that's why I'm not putting a sentiment on the outside, although I am going to do some more of this, and I'm going to pop the easel card up, so there'll be more here, and excuse me, so that will look really cool too. Let's add her on there. I'm adding her on just to the side, and I'm also making sure that her ears cover up those flowers because I don't have enough of these gems to put one on every single one. And they're like glued together, so I cut them apart as I go. And then peel off the backing and stick them on. Yeah, these aren't individual. That's why I'm cutting them. They're all like on one strip of glue. I want to show you how those turn out. They're not quite as bright yellow as I had hoped, but they definitely pull the card together and give it a really neat look. So let me just cut one more, and I'll put this one on. And then we'll skip to the end of the video, and I'll put up some pictures so that you can see how the card looks in its entirety when it's completely finished. Let's see if I can get one more good look at that card. Okay. And I'll have some at the end. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial of this card. Look in the description box to see some more videos on how to do some of the techniques that were included in this. And I'll see you guys next video.